All right, today we're gonna be making a very simple and easy and delicious recipe that I know you're gonna love. So what we're making is banh mi brats. If you've ever had the sandwiches at the stores, you know those things are delicious, but we're putting our own little twist on it with some brats today. In the banh mi sandwich, basically what you have is the meat, and today again, we're using sausage, cilantro, a jalapeno, a carrot, cucumber, daikon, and some French bread. So the first step is we just got to get these sausages out there on the smoker. So come and smoke with me. All right, guys, we're out here at the smoker. We got the Traeger pellet smoker. We got some Apple pellets in there, and I have it preheated up to 325 degrees. These sausages are only going to take about an hour or so, but to be on the safe side, I'm going to throw my meter probe into the middle of one of these just so I can measure the temperature and make sure I don't overcook these guys. So let's get them on the smoker. As soon as you can see, I'm just going to take the meter probe here, just grab one, throw it on in there, and voila. Get these bad boys a smoking. All right, so we'll let these guys go for an hour. We'll come back and check on them. If they're done before then, I'll let you know. All right, so now we're gonna put together the banh mi slaw that's gonna be topped on top of the sandwich here for us. In order to do that, we need some rice vinegar. We're gonna add about a half a cup of rice vinegar. There we go. About a quarter cup of water. That's a little more. There we go. And then about a quarter cup of some sugar. There we go, perfect. And now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring this to a simmer. We're gonna simmer it for about 2 minutes or so. Basically what we're looking to do is get this sugar all melted down and incorporated into this slaw. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the daikon and the carrots to give it that vinegar flavor. And we're gonna throw it into the fridge for about a half hour. All right, so our vinegar sauce for the slaws had a chance to cool down a little bit. So again, we're just gonna add this to the daikon and the carrots. Just nice little pour on in there. The jalapeno, the cucumber, and the cilantro, that is all gonna be mixed in later after this has had a chance to cool down. So just get it nice and stirred up in here. Try to drown as much of it as possible so it's all sitting in that vinegar sauce that we just made. And then from here, all we need to do is set it in the fridge for about 30 minutes or so, let it cool down, and it should be ready to go. And our broth should be getting pretty close by then as well. All right, so we got the sausages off the smoker, and it's a great thing that we used the meter, the wireless thermometer right there on my phone. Because if I would have waited for an hour, these things would be burnt. These sausages only took me about 30 minutes to actually cook. So next thing we want to do to make the banh mi sandwiches is we're just going to take some sausages here. We're going to slice them right in half. Woo. Just like so. And then we're gonna lay them on the bottom end of the sandwich. So that way we get a nice little row here. Looks like we can use a couple on this one. So there we go. Now we got our meat layer. And we want to do is we want to get our slaw mix on here. So this has been sitting in the fridge for about a half hour or so. And we're just gonna layer this on top of these sausages. Let's get a nice layer, depending on how much you like. I love this stuff, so I'm gonna go a little extra on mine. A little bit more, that should do it for us. All right, how's that looking? All right, the next thing we want to do, go ahead and let's get our cucumbers on here. So we got our thinly sliced cucumbers and just layer them over the top. Grab a couple more here. All right, how's that looking? You ready to eat? All right, and then get the spice layer on with our jalapeno. Make this one extra spicy because we love spice in this house. All right, and then the last thing we want is the mayo. So basically what we have here is we have about 3 tablespoons of mayo, 3 tablespoons of Hoisin sauce, and about a tablespoon of sriracha. Just gonna give those guys a nice little mix. Get them all incorporated really well. And then the flavor's gonna hit the mouth. All right, you got a picture of that? You see that there? All right, then all we wanna do is just slather it on. Use as much or as little as you like, but again, I like a lot, so I'm gonna use a lot. All right, and there you go. That's really all that there is to it. Oh, and can't forget the cilantro here. I don't really like the stems, so I'll just break those off and use what I like. If you don't like cilantro, there's no need to use it either. A little bit more. Got to get every inch of this thing covered. And there we go. There is your banh mi brat sandwich. So all that's left now is it's time to close this bad boy up. Get it all in there the best you can. Again, I like a lot of food, so as you can tell, it's pinching out the ends. And there you go. Let's slice this down the middle and see how it looks. Ooh, would you look at that? Just how I like it. Squish it on up. And now, the best part of every cook, you gotta try it. The brat on this sandwich with that apple smoke flavor and that vinegar. I could taste that sriracha as well. And these pickled carrots and daikon. So good. You're gonna have to give this one a try.